Good morning. My Abba are back. Here's the plan. Catch up with what went on yesterday while we were away. Then will be more of the same. Swimming pool and wall around the pond. It's the last full work day before Christmas. What could possibly go wrong? We'll start here. Fish pond number 2, otherwise known as the swimming pool. While we were away, all of this was done. The wall is now around more than half of the pond, at least up to some level of height. This bit's still got a little more to go. They have put hollow block all around a number of the columns as they're going. They have still got to contend with a whole ton of water. I don't know how the pump was going yesterday. Oliver's over there still giving it a bit of TLC. Let's see if they can get that running again today. But more steel work going in, more concrete hollow blocks will be going in. Might still be some more digging to do. We'll see how they go. We are up here at the north wall, right at the corner. So there's still a tiny bit more to do. They hadn't yet completed these last 2 columns before it goes round the pond, and they haven't yet got the tie beam in place. Metalwork's all there. No, metalwork is mostly there. So tiny bit more to do here. But as they go around, we've got wall all the way up to the corner. It's up to the level of the first intermediate tie beam. Let's just have a look around here. Maya back, and I'm getting in the way. So, form's still going on as they get ready to pour more concrete. We do have a path cleared all the way to the far corner. However, I did wonder the other day whether they were going to go in between the plants on the pond side and these ones on the outer side. Well, they're not. They are getting rid of these trees, or what are now tree stumps, along the way. That's going to require quite a bit of work. No, that's going to require a ton of work, because if they are going right along that line, they've got all the ones up to that corner. Take your dizzy pills, and then they've got this jungle to deal with. Now, it's going to be hard to go inside this lot, so I suspect all of this has to come down. So where we've just come from, all of this maybe has to come down. It's a real jungle here. Now that's not true, it's not a real jungle, but there's a ton of trees, plants, stuff that has to come down. Once they get to the corner, it does become a little easier between us and the cornfield next door. There's not a great deal behind this building until they get down to the corner over there. Sorry about the sunlight. And then it's just a matter of going back and connecting to the wall that they've already started over there. But that again brings the challenge of trying not to let the wall next door fall over. It's just after lunch, and look who's back. It's the Bob Elephant. Once again, I did not know this was coming. I had no warning, and I'm not sure what it's here to do, except we did ask the builder to remove a very large tree stump that was here when we paid at the beginning of the process to have all the trees removed. There was a big mango tree here, and the tree got cut down, but the stump was left in the ground. And I'm guessing that the builders figured this is the fastest way to remove it. After that, I'm not sure what this big fella's going to be doing. We'll keep an eye on things. But it does again show this builder is very responsive. I only asked about this tree stump again this morning. And here it is. Tree stump removal in progress. And the really good news is there's no mud here. Bob Elephant shouldn't get stuck. One thing this does show is that even with the immense power that this thing must have under the hood, it doesn't cut straight through trees. These trees, this was a big one, but they are tough. He is having to give it the full bananas to try and cut through this wood. Well, I just spoke to the engineer, and Bob Elephant is only here to remove this tree stump and a couple of others. So yeah, once again, builder, good job. There we go, he's trying to lift it out. Look at the size of that. And imagine the power that they need to be able to lift that thing up. Hopefully it doesn't go crashing into the wall. No, they're not going to flip it entirely. He just dropped that and literally I felt the ground shake. Maybe he is going to flip it. Still quite a way to the wall. We're okay. It was a very big mango tree. Well, while we're waiting, and apparently the delay is they have had to summon for more diesel, pumping continuing, wall building continuing. Still making progress, still getting wet feet. Well, the pump is running, and you might be able to make out how much water it is pumping. Now, this is not pumping quite as fast as it was when I looked a few days ago, but it's still pumping quite a lot. And that just gives some indication of how much water we're trying to contend with here. Water just keeps coming out at this rate or faster, and it makes hardly a dent in the water inside the pool. We are getting higher. Well, of course we're getting higher. That's what they're doing. We're getting intermediate tie beam uncovered, and I'm in the way. I've got to move. We're getting more steel work put in place. I'm probably going to fall in the pond. Carry on, have a look from the corner up the other way. Bear with me. So, tie beam poured. And as always, they've stopped mid-beam so that they don't have a junction of new concrete and old concrete. So once they're ready to pour this column and what goes beyond it, then they'll continue the pour from that point all the way across, almost certainly either right up to the corner, or again they'll stop there before they start digging and going left. There has been some hacking of this and a little bit of hacking of that and the next one, and they're beginning to work further down. So again, cut down, roots not removed, starting to clear inside some of this. Some they've already cut down. Quite a bit, actually, they've already cut down. And more clearance going on over there. I said earlier on there wasn't a lot of clearance down here, it was going to get easier. Well, maybe not. That rather large stump is in the way. And then they run into this stuff. So, yeah, I was wrong. Quite a bit of this is going to have to be cleared as well, I think. Property line might run. Actually, it might run just outside all of this. It might be a little easier. Diesel delivery has arrived. No idea what kind of capacity these things have. Doesn't look like a massive amount of diesel, actually. That container is not full. Maybe this is just a quick top up. This mango tree, I think, kind of indicates why they're not the best in typhoons. The roots do go very wide, and I know they've cut off a little bit of the root here, but basically the roots don't go that deep. So you get a real severe typhoon like we had a couple of years ago, they can easily come crashing down, and ours did. We lost, I think, 5 in the typhoon. Was it 2019, 2020? 2020 maybe. Our little bobcat. A bit bigger than the bob kitten we had briefly at the start of the build. And the bob elephant. Right, so all dieseled up. Time for a second go at it. Again, this could end up being rather long. I'll try and cut it down where appropriate. But as I said earlier, it's quite fascinating to watch this amount of force being applied to this amount of resistance. Well, I didn't say that, but that's what I meant. Right, he's starting to get into the roots a little bit. Sure you can hear that, the strain. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not going to stand on that side. Kind of nibbling around the edges at the moment. Well, a bit more than nibbling. Back up a bit more, pick up the line my way. This one clearly has roots extending, what's that, 2.5 meters at least, and it's still quite big roots over here. I actually don't remember whether this was a mango tree as well. It may have been something different. And he is going straight at it again now. Or was a moment ago. Let's see. Does he get any movement this time? Yes, a little. Edging it out. Well, I guess it was inevitable. Battery ran out just at the crucial moment. So it's out. Still got to be cleared out of the way, which may be a job for later. But it is out. Actually, they will have to move it a little bit because that's blocking access to the back of the property. So, one left, this one. And this looks like a lot easier. Yeah, done. So that's it, that's the 3 that we asked for. All removed. Again, looking at this one, roots are wide, but they're not massively deep. So, have some stability, but not enough in very high winds. And the guys are done, unless they're going to move this trunk for us. This area does look like a bit of a wasteland at the moment, but we are planning to make a start on doing something in this area pretty soon after Christmas. So that's why we asked to get that particular tree stump removed, but while they were here, they took care of the 2 over there. But yeah, come back sometime after Christmas to see what we do with this bit. Bye bye, Bob Elephant. Not sure whether we'll see you again. It was real. Is that still a thing people say? It's the end of the day. Some pretty dark clouds forming over to the west, but back here, tree stump gone. And Manny and the Diggerator have basically smoothed out again and a bit of an access to the back of the property. So this was the beast that came out. This one took the longest, but they managed. Back on the north wall, I'm pretty sure they poured the concrete here and going just around the corner. And they are fully up to height, almost right up to that corner. Last 2 sections to get up to height here, turn the corner. The chainsaw was going earlier on, so they are progressing with clearing a path down here. Looking at where the string line is, I think this one can stay where it is. That's not on our property. Not sure if the string line is accurate, but let's assume it is. A little bit more clearance done down here, but they will have to do more. We are too close to some of these banana trees. Some will have to come out. I'm back at the pool. More and more concrete hollow block, more and more rebar in the form of columns and beams going in. Still water. But they are now, they've got some concrete hollow block basically all around the perimeter of the pool. It's not going to be too much longer before they get all of that up to height. Now you might just be able to hear in the background some laughing voices. It's part of the crew. I'm not going to show you what they're doing because that'll spoil tomorrow. So tomorrow is the day of the Christmas party. I believe we're going to be working here, they will be working here until I think 12 o'clock, it might be 1, and then the party begins. And as I speak, the rain begins, just a little, but I think there's more coming. So that's it, day is done. Last full day before Christmas. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully it will be a bit different. Make sure you come and watch. See you then.